the first big story, I would say, is Tiger Woods. Do you guys think he's done?
I don't think he's done it. I think he's just basically having to take some time off to figure out what his future is. Bill?
Yeah, he's got the bad back. God, I don't think he's done either, but he's certainly not. He's not what he was, and that's an overstatement. That's an understatement. Pardon me.
He's like Wayne Gretzky, who obviously came to a certain point in time when players who were not up to his level are starting to match him. And I guess that's what's happening right now. He no longer goes into every tournament being the #1 guy. He no longer puts any fear into any golfers because...
He's not playing well, Perry.
We know he's not playing well.
So what I'm asking you, is he done?
No, he's not done.
Carlin?
Well, I think if I'm Tiger Woods and my back is in that bad of a shape, then I consider walking away. He's got nothing more to prove to the game.
That's the fucking...
Maybe this is an opportunity for him to say, listen, the back's not doing well. I've got zillions of dollars and a bevy of models I fall asleep on every night. Maybe it's time for me to just ride off into the sunset and take a plush gig for NBC or something like that, being an analyst.
I don't think he'd want to do that. I don't think when you've played at that level, you'd all of a sudden want to take a break or decide I'm going to retire off that.
Perry, his knees... He's got some serious physical damage from all the years of playing golf. You know, they say because I suck at golf, that all the power when you golf comes from the torque in your hips and the way you put pressure on your knees. Now, he's got a bad back. His knees have been bothering him for a while now, and his hip. So I agree with Carlin implicitly, and I think he's done. I think he's done. When you walk away at the pinnacle of tournament season, you're saying to yourself, you're being very honest with yourself and saying, I cannot play at the level of the players that are there. And some of the tournaments, he's not even making the cut. That's Tiger Woods, which would be unheard of. And what you said, Perry, is absolutely correct. When Tiger Woods would be in a tournament, everybody would be intimidated just by his name. But I think he's done. I think he's done, and it's too bad because he's probably one of the greats in that game. I mean, there's been a lot of great superstars in the game of golf. Arnold Palmer, one of my favorites. Lee Trevino.
Jack Nicklaus.
Gary
Player.
Greg Norman.
Ben Hogan.
The king of kings. But I'm just telling you right now that I think Tiger Woods is done. I think that they're playing it down. He's just saying, I'm going to take a sabbatical. I'm not playing that well. I just want to get my game back. But it's anybody who loves golf and anybody who plays it professionally would tell you that when you're not on the tournament and you go try to get your game back, and it's very hard to get back in that rhythm. So.
But I'm telling you,
a lot of playing time too. That's the other key thing here. Walking away from it right now, at his age and at his physical capability, can he come back to an acceptable level without the amount of playing time? I mean, that's a big X factor here.
I think he's going to want to take.
And that's exactly my point. And I think Carlin, you said the right thing. He's still a big brand. He's a very smart guy. He can talk. So he could be a great commentator. I'm sure that the Golf Channel or NBC, who covers a lot of the golf, and ESPN would love to have Tiger Woods as an anchor.
Well, in my opinion, he's going to take as much time as he needs, and he's going to try to make one last hurrah. That's what the story is. You just mentioned about fairy tale endings. This is what he's going to do. He'll take as much time as he needs and take one last shot to see if he can do it.
Maybe, but he's not. I'm pretty sure he's done. It's just the script is very tragic over the last 3 years. He's had to walk off in the middle of a tournament. He's played really bad. He's gotten hurt. He's suffering. You can see that he's really struggling, and he's had to reinvent his whole game because of a lot of the ailments that are plaguing him. I mean, it's very hard for somebody who's been playing golf from the age of 4 or 3 years old, and then in the middle of his adult life, he had to change his whole swing, his whole game to accommodate all these things that are going on with him.